course, you want to play a part in a victory at the end of the day and make it a real day to remember.
And at this stage, you just want to play. You want to get these pre-match formalities done and dusted. But there are the dignitaries to be met, the anthem to be heard. And for many in this Manchester City line, they've been through this before. And we're here 2 years ago for the success against Sunderland. Vincent Kompany, well versed in the art of lifting trophies. It's become second nature to him as Manchester City captain. Of all clubs, Liverpool have the richest history in this competition. It's their 12th final as they get the 2016 League Cup fighting earlier in the season. Daniel Sturridge wasn't one of those, but has delivered the ball out to Moreno, and already the handling of Willy Caballero tested. Can the force to go on? Aguero, and Mamadou Sakho slipped, and you don't want to be giving Aguero chances like that. Liverpool get away with it.
Well, Sakho's got to come up. Having fashioned the space, it was all about tucking one in, gets the benefit. Level with Lucas, the linesman says. You might get a little touch on that, Mignolet. Yeah, it's a good save. Doesn't get it in the corner as he would have wanted, Aguero.
Coutinho drives it across, and Toure must have been really close to getting ahead on that.
You're assuming here that he's just trying to shoot, but he cuts across it, Coutinho.
Flick back from Chan. Sturridge aiming to get there. Coutinho hitting it across, and it's cleared by Backlishon, but the final of the Capital One Cup is still seeking its first. As Manchester City get us underway in front of a worldwide audience. This match has got the run of Fernandinho to look to, didn't look to it.
I think he thought that he'd got no other options. There was a chance to slip it to his left. I mean, even somebody as talented and as deadly as Sergio Aguero is not going to score from there with the ball.
Good, scored 6 against Villa in this competition. Here's Sergio Aguero. And now Fernandinho delivers and gets it under the goalkeeper. And Manchester City strike first in the final. Mignolet will be disappointed that that one got under his body. And Liverpool facing an uphill battle now.
Well, it is a mistake, there's no doubt about that. Where Aguero tried his luck from an angle. This time Fernandinho thinks, well, I'm just going to put my foot through it. Why not try my luck? Just hit this as hard as I can. Aguero does well. I'm sure he gets a shout from his teammate here. Wait. Plays it at just the right time, but that is a bit of a howler, isn't it, from Simon Mignolet? He won't need telling that. It's a gift for City. But one they'll accept early on in this second half with both hands.
Well, how ironic is that? All the talk was about his choice of goalkeeper. Looking to his... to help bring about that kind of dance with the likes of Origi and Benteke. But for now, it's Milner! And it was decent defending from Otamendi to get across.
I don't know if Otamendi got anything on this. It didn't appear that he had, and he's missed it by some distance, James Milner. He really has. Whether he's lost his bearings a little bit. He's got to be doing better.
And Silva in space, rolls it across. Oh, what a miss! And that was an opportunity to really rub salt into Liverpool wounds for Raheem Sterling.
Well, just when you need a little bit of composure. He's played well out here today, Sterling, but comes off the toe, I think, as much as anything else. The weight's taken off by the interception, but that's well, it's a howler of a miss, isn't it? Never really gets his body set.
Lucas climbing, but unable to reach it.
Plenty behind it.
Aguero, and Mignolet gets there.
Oh, how nice was that from Aguero, that first touch, just to take it away from the defender, to give himself a little bit of space. It's lovely. And well in control.
And Milner, the man, cleared in the end by Fernando, but a move. Away from Milner, away from Lucas. Sterling waiting on it. Raheem Sterling misses the target again.
He misses his kick to a certain extent, doesn't catch it cleanly. Again, Aguero, superb. Lifts his head, just says, go on, put your foot through it. Just needs a clean contact on it. Gets nothing like. I was wondering whether these missed.
Coutinho, Origi, held back by Henderson. Klein coming in on it. Will it break for Sturridge? Great ball across. Lallana comes in, hits the post. Coutinho's there, and it's salvation for Liverpool. Philip Coutinho, familiar adversary for Manchester City, strikes against them again.
Well, just when you thought the chance had gone, when it's rebounded off the post, it falls at the feet of the right man, let's face it. Somebody whose technique very rarely lets him down, and it certainly didn't here. They pushed and probed Liverpool without really testing City's goal. They do here, and then breaking the ball to Sturridge, puts it into an area where Sterling, a few moments ago, couldn't get a clean contact up the other end. Coutinho certainly can. There you go. Just as this match seemed to be ebbing away from Liverpool.
Well, he's hoping there's better to come. It's a restrained celebration for now from Jurgen Klopp. Philip Coutinho got the inevitable booking for taking his shirt off. It's Sterling's cross. It's Fernando! Stopped by Mignolet, who atones for the earlier error with a vital save at top.
Well, Fernando seemed to have done everything right here, not known for his goal scoring, but throws it back into his body, just hits it straight at Mignolet, but give the keeper some credit. He's in the right put.
Lallana.
Well, the Navas one clearly is a positive switch, gives them that width and pace. On the right-hand side, Fernandinho just slotting in to that central position now. Is that the letter like for like?
They not really help to Sergio Aguero, and that's a vital touch again for the Liverpool goalkeeper as Mignolet denies him.
Well, he's more than made up for that earlier, hasn't he, with some of these stopping. I think it was Jordan Henderson nudged it into his path accidentally. Really good, strong left hand. Nobody there to knock in the loose.
It is going all the way. It's a penalty shootout after extra time. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1.
So many.
It's Milner again. And round the far side to Klein. And Coutinho coming in on it. And a miss hit brings it all the way out to Milner to try and rescue it. Origi! Denied by Caballero!
He got plenty behind the header. And this kick from Sturridge into the path of Milner, who keeps it alive really well. Reaction save from Caballero. He's right behind him. Nice options in.
Origi sticks out a leg and just can't apply the touch.
How close was he there? He might have just got the slightest of touches to this. He does. A stud. But not enough.
Twice come close in the second period of extra time. Draws the free kick, and then Lallana reacts for a challenge he wasn't very happy about there with Yaya Toure. And a match that had been played in quite a good spirit suddenly all kicks off. Lallana felt that Toure had a dig at him, And Chan and Lucas now pulling Yaya Toure away from a very angry confrontation.
We've had very little of that, you're right, Bob. And it was much ado about nothing, really. That's the tackle that he's annoyed about. I think Toure was annoyed about Lallana's tackle, and after that, it all kicks off. High on the shin. Not a great challenge from Yaya Toure.
Lallana will feel aggrieved that he's had a yellow card for his part in that. Brave man to take on Yaya Toure, I must say. But they've both been booked. Penalty kick. Chan hit the post in the semi-final shootout. Oh, well, he's tried to be clever, and it's come off. It's the kind of thing that looks good when it does come off.
Well, it takes some battle, some courage to just try it. Never mind about convert it.
Well, the kicks are being taken at the Manchester City end. So, in theory, Fernandinho, who steps forward to take this kick, the first one for Manchester City, is among like-minded people, but he's facing up to Simon Mignolet, who made crucial saves from Peter Crouch and Mark Muniesa in the semi-final against Stoke.
You expect him to be feeling confident. He's had a really good game.
Fernandinho, oh! It's kept out! Bad start to the shootout for City.
He's dragged it. And to not hit the target, to not make the keeper make a save. That's gut-wrenching.
Well, Lucas has already been a hero for Liverpool, playing in what is still essentially for him an unfamiliar position. Not much has got past him at the back today. His first appearance at Wembley after the heartbreak of missing out on victory in a penalty shootout 4 years ago because of injury. Oh, and Caballero puts himself in the spotlight to be a hero now.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, because not only does he get the right way, but he gets his arms up. And it's not easy when you're diving full stretch like that. What a stop.
Well, they say that if you're going to miss in a shootout, miss early, and Fernandinho will be hugely relieved that his miss from the spot has promptly been followed by another. Jesus Navas, part of the 2014 Manchester City win, who only came on as a substitute today, facing up to Simon Mignolet. Navas gets it in the corner.
Well, Mignolet didn't appear to be too far away, having guessed right. Just enough on it. He gets a fingertip, I think, on it, Mignolet. Nowhere near enough. Well, as we were.
1-1 in the shootout, and Emre Can, who did deliver for Liverpool, gives the ball now to Philippe Coutinho, who saved the game in normal time for the men from Merseyside, and now seeks an advantage. Jurgen Klopp motionless. Coutinho, faltering run-up, and Caballero makes a second save, and Coutinho in despair.
Well, the little stutter's intended to deceive the keeper, but I think sometimes, you know, it puts off the penalty taker. It makes it more difficult. I mean, he's way off his line, Caballero, when he stops it. Indeed, when the lad kicks it, but again, he guesses right.
Well, now they look to the biggest gun of all, Sergio Aguero. to try and give Manchester City the advantage in this shootout for the first time. Did you ever doubt him?
Panicked a bit, didn't he? Looking at the keeper. Looks at the ball last minute and does the necessary, as you'd expect, somebody of his quality.
Well, if Lallana misses this, he'll put Manchester City within one successful penalty of taking the trophy. So this is a high-pressure kick for Liverpool and for Adam Lallana in particular. And Lallana disappoints as Caballero comes up with a hat-trick of saves. Who's doubting Pellegrini's decision to put him in now?
Well, this is probably the best, the pick of the lot. That is spectacular from Caballero, it really is.
Well, Pellegrini's had to take the brickbats for selecting Caballero, but nobody can question that decision now. And Yaya Toure, who's also had to take a few slings and arrows during the course of a season when he's had a lot of criticism, could be the man to clinch the cup for Manchester City. Those hearts are beating fast now. Yaya Toure, who over the years has had a reputation for coming up when it mattered most, has to do that again now. And he does! Manchester City win the League Cup for the second time in 3 years, and Yaya Toure is the man who's got the decisive kick, but the man who gets all the plaudits is the stand-in goalkeeper who made a hat-trick of saves.
Well, that encapsulates the sheer beauty of this game, because the world and his wife, it seems, was writing off Willy Caballero following that Chelsea performance, questioning Pellegrini's decision to put him in the team, and now he will go down in City folklore, as will Yaya Toure. That was already the case, and that is a cool and confident penalty. But he's the man, he's the hero of the day. He hasn't just saved them, they were brilliant saves.
Vindicated. He picked the 34-year-old Argentinian despite pretty much every single pundit suggesting he should have gone back to his first choice goalkeeper, Joe Hart. But when